Hey, what's up guys? Alan with Sonic Electronics here. Today is a very special day. We actually had Clarion come out. As you can see, we've got this beautiful NSX behind us. This car is part of the Clarion Builds program, and this car actually didn't used to look this pretty. This whole entire car was built essentially from the ground up. New brakes, obviously a new paint job, different motor. They even swapped the transmission from a 5-speed train to a 6-speed train. I mean, this thing's incredible. It's like 350 horsepower to the wheels. I was actually earlier in the month able to go to a special track event where I actually got to go in this car. So I can definitely speak from experience that it's pretty awesome. But I real quickly wanted to take you around the car, kind of just point out some really cool things that I really like about it. And then we're going to go inside and we're going to talk about the full digital audio system. It's really the highlight here, besides the amazing look of this vehicle here. So if we just start walking, obviously you can see this is not the OEM color by any means. Although most people wouldn't even know, these aren't even the factory fenders. These are slightly wider than the OEM fenders, allowing them to put a slightly wider wheel and tire on here for more grip. Of course, it's got its awesome raised wheels here. If you don't know about wheels, those are super expensive, lightweight wheels. Of course, you can see brakes are done by Stop Tech. And although you can't see it, this car does have full coilovers all the way around by KW. So, super special car, fully built. Keep walking back here. Pop this open so you can kind of take a quick look at the motor. Fully built, supercharged. AEM did a custom carbon fiber air box on it, which looks really awesome, opposed to probably just more of your standard one. I think this is probably more of a one-off piece for this car. This thing's, no expense was really spared in the build of this vehicle itself. It even has custom exhaust on it as well by AEM. And of course, with a car that's this fast, you definitely got to have a really nice Escort undetectable radar system. It definitely has the laser shifters in the rear as well in the front. We'll get up there as well. This is the first camera that we're showing you here, but there's a few more that you need to see. As we go down the side of the vehicle, on each side you'll also see that they've got the cameras in the mirror, so that we can actually get the 360-degree view of the vehicle from the screen, which you'll see in the car in a minute. We'll go ahead and move on up to the front. Obviously it's got a custom hood. This is definitely not factory. A really nice addition to the overall styling of the car, as you can see here. Of course, in the front you've got your camera in the front here, which is definitely necessary with a car that's this low to the ground. And as you can see, if you're not careful, you'll probably knock the front bumper right off. So this is definitely a must-have on a lower vehicle. And let's go ahead and hop in the vehicle so we can actually show you the highlight here, which is the full digital system, and kind of give you a demo of what we got going on here. So inside the car, you've got the Clarion NSX, which is sending full digital signal to the Z3 brain, which is actually back here behind this armrest. And what's really cool about this system, one of my favorite things, is you really can control everything right from your tablet. So you can adjust you got your access to your full EQ, time alignment, crossover, presets. So I'll kind of give you a look at that. So you actually go through your frequency range. Of course, for a lot of you guys out there that love that smiley face EQ, if that makes you happy, then you can do that. Of course, it's probably not going to be the most ideal. It's probably not going to sound the best. So, but I really like it. It's probably the first app that I've really seen personally that's really polished like this, where it's actually really user friendly. You can sit here and go to your crossovers. Got your high pass, low pass, etc. Subwoofer. You can go to each individual channel itself, which is actually really neat. Time alignment. You can go from each corner, subwoofer, etc. And of course, like I said, presets. So, depending on the listening position, the type of music you listen to, you really can set a memory spot for different listening positions or different genres of music that you listen to. And of course, you can lock it out, so that way nobody can mess with your settings. It's frustrating getting into your car and having someone mess with the settings on your radio. Here's the controller for it. This is an option. You don't have to use the controller, but it's there if you choose to. The 706 actually has a fixed and variable optical output, which is really neat. So a lot of other radios pretty much are just only a fixed optical output, which means you'd have to be locked down to using this controller here. Here's the 360-degree camera. I just want to talk about real fast. You can see, so you see the camera in the front, the rear, and then these are the two side cameras that look down the side of the vehicle, so you can see everything and actually not hit anything. So let's move on to the speakers themselves. As you can see, maybe difficult to see, but the speakers are basically in the OEM locations here. You've got your 6 3/4 inch mid-bass driver, your tweeter right up top. Of course, this car didn't originally come with a tweeter itself. However, it did come with a factory woofer, but they did some really cool, unique thing. They actually upgraded the woofer. It used to be a 6-inch woofer in the floor. They actually put in the 10-inch full digital woofer, which is really cool. And I got a chance to listen to quite a few tracks, and I have to say this car sounds amazing. Imaging's really dialed in. It's definitely worth it. You guys really need to check it out. Earlier we had promised you we're going to be doing a Q&A, so be looking out for that video that's going to be coming out soon, so that way we can answer more of your questions. But I encourage you guys to really look at the Clarion videos. We want to take a moment to thank Clarion for coming out here and doing a training and showing us this awesome vehicle. So we definitely want you to click a link in the description that we're going to provide, or you can click here and actually see the Clarion builds program. They've got the full build on this car and other vehicles that they've done so far, so you definitely need to check it out. And of course, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you next time.